Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about the JLT cold air intake and the SCT X4 handheld tuning device. Both of these used in conjunction with one another are going to be one of your best bang for the buck mods for your 2011 through 2014 Mustang GT with the 5.0. It's not going to break the bank, and you're going to pick up about 15 rear wheel horsepower, maybe more per mod. So you could be looking at maybe 30 rear wheel horsepower or higher with these used in conjunction. There's going to be a ton of different tuners that you can select to download your tune on your handheld device. The one that we've got today is done by a company called Speed. I do highly recommend them. You could go with a number of other tuners, so sit tight. We're going to be discussing this coming up. So here we have it, the JLT cold air intake for our Mustang GT. As you can see, you have an absolutely gigantic air filter. This is a reusable air filter similar to a K&N style. So every couple thousand miles, just take it off, wash it, clean it, re-oil it, and you're good to go for a few more thousand miles. There's a somewhat of a box that goes around this air filter that you can see. That's going to help to prevent engine heat from getting into your air filter. Also, from the bottom side of that, it funnels a little bit of cool air coming in there, hence the cold air intake from underneath the car as you drive. Moving over, you got an absolutely gigantic mass airflow sensor housing size. The construction of this unit is plastic, generally speaking. You do have some metal clamps, but the majority of it is plastic. On older Mustangs, they were going to be made out of aluminum or steel, so this might be a little bit weird to you guys at first, but it's lightweight and it doesn't have heat soak coming out of the engine, so it's actually a pretty good material to use. As far as the installation is concerned, it's super easy. You just unbolt your old air intake system. That takes about 10 minutes. Pop this new one in, that's going to take you about 10 minutes. Total job is going to run you no more than an hour for sure. It's going to connect to your throttle body with a few aircraft clamps. In our case, we have a slightly larger one, 85mm BBK unit. You might have to give it a little bit of elbow grease to get around a larger throttle body. If you have a 90mm, you're going to need a little bit more elbow grease on there. You might need a larger piece of rubber. Overall, though, it's going to be a super duper simple install. As far as horsepower is concerned, this is going to be one of the best bang for your bucks. One of the first mods that most people do. You're going to be looking at about 15 rear wheel horsepower. You are going to have to use it in conjunction with some sort of handheld tuner, which we're going to show you right now. Here we are inside the car now. First thing you're going to want to do is plug your device, whether you have an SCT X4 or something else. You're going to plug it into your OBD port, which is right underneath your dashboard. Turn the vehicle to the on position, but don't start the engine. You should have a display pop up. You're going to have all sorts of different functions here. So if you're just installing your cold air intake, you're going to go to Program Vehicle. Now we already have this one downloaded with the tune, so I'm not actually going to follow through with all this, but it's going to give you prompts on the screen to cycle the key on and off during certain times of it. It's going to take 10 to 15 minutes to download your tune. You're going to be back on the road. This device can also do data logging. Just in case you have any kind of drivability issues with it, you're going to need to do some data logging. You will need to download a program onto your laptop. It's a little bit more advanced, but there are a lot of good informational videos online of how to do that. I may be coming out with one in the future. If you guys need to know how to do data logging, just give me a comment below and we'll get a video about that going on. I hope you guys and girls enjoyed this brief video today. Hopefully it gave you a little bit of insight into these parts. They're all pretty easy to install, 1 hour tops. They're not going to break the bank, and best of all, you're going to get a pretty good bang for the buck horsepower wise, and just a little bit of more enjoyment out of these 5-liter Coyote engines, which are already pretty potent. These are going to make it even more potent. If you have any questions or other items that you'd like to see installed or reviewed, just let me know below in the comments, and if you enjoyed today's video, hit that thumbs up button, and as always, thanks for watching.